and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch that in. Watch that in. 6. Pull it. Half. Even. 4 down. Even. Back.
Back to throw is Carter on first down. He's got Harrison left side complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bang out. Quick. Tempo.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith. And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now they try the right side here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hey, hold on. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
to throw. Carter. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. Now Wilson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 24, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Line 90. Mark is 59. Mark is 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Carter, off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Lutz's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Carter going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done any. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play here for the Bills. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Carter. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Let's go, D. Big series right 14.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Wilson, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Check 99. Check 99. No pass. No pass. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the 19. Rush in.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Wilson being chased out left. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to fit.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Carter. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Carter. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
First down, 51. Watch the pass. Shift. Watch the shift.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Carter now, off the play fake. He's going to let this one go deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Carter. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's out right at the 25. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Carter throwing on 4th down. Got a man. It's Aitman complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's back to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 34 yards there and a first down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for New Orleans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to